I'd like to take this opportunity, just a couple of thank yous that I really didn't feel up to or didn't think it was appropriate grand final night. All the coaches have been thanked numerous times, but you know, on behalf of myself and the other coaches, and Steve Harris did a really good job, but I'd like to acknowledge Steve Rossich, his general managers and commercial operations, you know, all the general managers, you know, from sponsorship, corporate partners, membership, events, community programs, merchandise, media, to see those guys' dedication, and as the longer the season went, the harder they worked. You know, you're walking out the door at 7 o'clock, they're still in there, so they're the lifeblood of the club. They allow coaches and players to focus solely on preparation and playing, and they're the real engine of the club, and they give us every resource to compete in the national competition. So a real genuine thank you there. In regards to the football division, there's some really important thank yous to be done, and really the GMs of their own departments as well. But you know, everyone talks about the pillars of successful clubs, president, CEO, and it really is about, goes down to your captain, hopefully your coach, but importantly your football operations manager, heads up, you know, the whole football administration, operations. You know, the pressures in there are enormous with salary cap and contracting and drafting. So, you know, a sincere thank you to the support that Chris and his team gives all the players and all the coaches, and gives us every opportunity. So thank you, Chris. And there's a few, really strength conditioning, medical and physio, but you know, I'd like to name them individually. The doctors, you know, they make the call, and the conditioners and the physio guys rehabilitate them. So without their great calls, you know, the calls going into the grand final, what they're able to, Luke McFarlane and Michael Johnson, you know, down at Cardinia Park and grand final day, that massive pressure, but the ability to make the right calls gives this club every chance. So Ken Weathers and Peter Still really want to acknowledge your you know, acumen as doctors and what you provide to this club. So a big round of applause for those guys too. And they're ably supported by Jeff Boyle, Marshall Stockton and Greg Mullins as principal physios, and Jason Webber oversees all of that, you know, our head strength and conditioning coach, high performance manager, whatever you want to call him. He's great at what he does, and he has an enormous team, you know, supported by Michael Dobbin, Chris Dorman, Bethany Allison, our nutritionist, Tim Hart, you know, PhD student, and Darren Bizzle. So you guys, again, drove the team, gave us every opportunity, and we really are grateful. We need you to go again, but I really thought it was important tonight to publicly thank you. So a round of applause for those guys. And lastly, and importantly, it has been acknowledged, and I've failed to do this on numerous times. I've never done it before, but my wife, Kirsten, I'm not around a lot. My work-life balance isn't great, and I'm really hard to deal with. I'm really passionate about the job and passionate about the family, but I don't always get it right. And you know, she brings up the children on her own, does everything. So Kirsten, you know, the aim is to keep it going, but you know, I really like to acknowledge that tonight and not get a clip in the car on the way home. You're out of the bin. And just a brief look forward. You know, Kirsten said no clips tonight, let everyone enjoy their night and the best and fairest, and the players and their wives and girlfriends, you know, can you go easy? But I will, but I think it really is important to acknowledge that what great teams do and what we've been trying to be a great team, and it really is about continuous improvement and growth individually and collectively. That has been our mantra, our philosophy. In short, pursuing excellence. Every time we train, we meet and we play, and we try and learn, and it's over a sustained period of time. I feel we've done that in the 2 years we've been together. But when we look at Hawthorn, they have done that. They're a great team. It wasn't about one great season for them. They played, ignoring 08, they played in the prelim. They runner-up and then they won it. So it's 3 years of sustained excellence. They pursued excellence. They just didn't have one excellent season. So the challenge for our group is to continue to pursue excellence. The players will understand this. We have really strong values. It's really clear to all the members of the team and on the list, and I don't need to reiterate those, but just a really sharp reminder for all those guys and coaches and for myself. There is no space in between. You are either in or you are out. So if you take anything out of tonight after you enjoy yourself, it's a punctuation to 2013. We certainly had an excellent season, but we haven't achieved excellence yet, and we do pursue it. So there is no space in between. I'm really confident everyone understands that, and but there will be one or two that probably don't, but we need the majority to continue to understand and do what you do. So again, really proud of the players' efforts and enjoy the night. Thank you.